Good Friday morning. Yeah, I'm behind. That's okay. Hope everybody had a good Thanksgiving. Yeah, been busy, which once again is not a bad thing. I'm just trying to play catch up. So, what do we got going? It's got the new Magic holiday avatar release. Got a bunch of that in. Blah, 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 blah. Got a couple other items in. Several deliveries. Supposed to get another one today, I think. Trying to keep up stock for Christmas. I got two more orders in. Got Games Workshop. Got a ACD, which is once again ACD is kind of my um, general little of everything distributor I'm using right now. Got to order in with Alliance, trying to pick up some of the odds and ends that ACD doesn't carry. And yeah, so hopefully next week a bunch more deliveries. Yeah, trying to stay up on top of that. So always a challenge. Hang on. All right, I'm back. Just had a call about this. Got this one of the new things I got in. Some the Mandalorian faction pack for Star Wars deck builder game. Good game. Um, yeah. What do we got going on? What have we got going on? Guess the latest, newest, oldest thing. Been working with Joel. He's doing Halo demos, and he's doing basically a manic demo person. And we've been talking about Kings of War this week. Uh, Played back in the day at True Fort. Actually, when it first came out, got to playing, and me and Troy were playing multiple times a week at one point at Tree Fort, and really enjoyed it. The models were back then. Now the models mostly are good stuff, and it looks like the new stuff they're coming out with Edition 4 with the new faction looks good. Still, every once in a while, some of their stuff is okay. Definitely much better than what it used to be. I know there's a bunch of garage players out there still playing Kings of War. It's still a big tournament scene for Kings of War. So, discussing with Joel and Mike about maybe getting one day a month or so, a couple days a month, we'll see, of Kings of War going again. Really enjoyed the game. Just easy enough, but just enough meat for the classic rank and file fantasy game that it's fun. Now, I know the tournament scene, great group of guys. Every time I see them at conventions, they're just having fun. So that's yeah, we're looking at doing that. I'm working on a pre-order right now. Well, not right now, but later today. Moonstone, that's going well. I will be starting a campaign next week. I've got to work on that today and get information out there. I had a great game Wednesday night and Monday. So still playing about twice a week, Mondays and Wednesdays. Continuing to grow that community, and yeah, the game just it's fun. Um, basically it's the classic, pretty simple mechanics, definitely unique mechanics. So it takes a couple of games to get used to that, but the depth of the gameplay is big. Um, I know I mentioned before the combos, playing the right characters at the right time, against, depending on who you're playing with, is a different game. And I think the last Wednesday night I spent more brain power just picking the side and where I want to set up as I did playing, especially with 4 people, because you have overlapping deployment zone. And if there's a moonstone objective that is in both, it's like who's going to go for it. So interesting stuff. Got Marcher going. Mike's continue to push that along with Horus Heresy. Ryan's doing Legion. Magic's going well. We still have Star Wars Unlimited on Wednesday nights, Flesh and Blood on Tuesday nights, Commander Thursdays, but got people playing Magic up here just about every night. I mentioned Joel doing Halo, and in the future Kings of War. That Kings of War will probably be after the first year. Trying to find out when the release will be out there. Trench Crusades, been talking with Adam. Adam, hopefully he'll be up here tonight and we talk some more. Getting Trench Crusades going. Got another printer. I really want to start pumping out some terrain for Trench Crusades / Marcher. Found some good files out there. I want to be printing up some stuff to sell at conventions, both painted and pre-painted stuff. Sabrina's painting. Speaking of painting, she's painted me up a bunch of more mushrooms. Look great. She's definitely got that technique down, and they're looking awesome. I sold all my mushrooms at Fall In that I took, so I'm sure I will continue to sell out my mushrooms that I take to conventions because they look. Sabrina's doing a great job, and they're fun sculpts and stuff. See, I do have to set up. I got another bamboo printer. I will set that up today. That'll probably be my project right after this because I'm going to have to move some stuff around. So I'm not printing anything at the moment. Resin printing. It's great, but it's a pain in the butt. Fiddly is probably the best word. I've got the bamboos down and printing filament. I do have a printer that's not working at the moment, going back and forth with bamboo, trying to figure out what's wrong with it. Still getting some prints off of it. They don't know what's wrong. I got to send them the logs. I printed something overnight. You got to send them those logs again for them to look at what's going on. But other than that, I probably got, well, the one bamboo, I got 5,000 hours on it. So with I know I mentioned this before, very little issues. The resin printer, it's cool. The stuff I can get out of it is very nice. As long as I have good files, it's even pickier about the good files versus bad files. I know I mentioned the Marcher stuff is definitely by far the best files I'm printing right now. I'm not having to do anything to them, and they're printing great. I'm going back to printing that because I think some of my failure issues were possibly some of the files I was printing weren't mainly supported correctly. So you really got to look at the supports, and I had to replace a FEP. Once again, how the FEP gets scratches on it when it's just printing, probably self-induced, but once again, with resin printing, it's really hard to see if something's going to fail until after it's printed. Where with my bamboo, especially they're setting right here, I watch them, especially 10, 15 minutes after they started. And if I have a failure, I see it and stop the print and figure out what's wrong. So, and then once again, the slicing, making sure the supports look decent. Once again, you don't know until you print on the resin, and then the cleanup and all that stuff with resin. I said it's good. I'm enjoying it, but it's a lot more frustrating than the filament printing. So I did once again PEP issue. I think I did another print overnight. We'll see what that looks like. Go from there. So yeah, that's printing has taken up a large chunk of my time. There's a couple other games I want to get and play, a couple board games, miniature games. But once again, it's a good issue to have. The busier the store is, the busier I am working on ordering stuff, trying to stay on top of that and just everything in general. Got some admin stuff to do. I need to break out about an hour today to continue on store stuff. It's this is the point every day I need to work on something, and I'm getting. I know yesterday I had over 50 emails. Most of those are delete, 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 but I still need to get eyes on them. Shipping, it's been interesting, especially this time of year. All the shippers are overwhelmed right now. Lost package for Fjord Serpents still out there in Neverland. Talked to Luke, messaged to Luke last night. He's putting in a claim for that and resending the package. What a big hassle. And from what I can determine, it's still out there somewhere, probably sitting in a corner of a building, but it looks like someone just didn't scan it. So when they look it up, they say, it's on a truck somewhere, but that was a month ago. So it's, I hope it's not still sitting on a truck. But anyway, Luke's replacing that. I appreciate him, and what a hassle for him. And, he's eating the cost of that box. So maybe eventually get back to him in Australia or show up here or something. And, I've had a couple boxes lost in the post office. Yeah, it's I guess part of doing business these days. What else? Got a couple of Kickstarters I backed. Talking about Flying Pig Games. Was it yesterday? They do the Hex Encounter games. We're impressed with their quality, the gameplay, and all that stuff. So I'm not gonna say I'm not backing Kickstarters, but I did back their last one, and I did back the Marcher one. So I'm very selective on what I am backing, but mainly it's guys I've backed before or I know directly. Speaking of that, Firelock, was it wrapping up today or next few days? Is their fantasy version of Blood and Plunder, if you will. It's it's more true skirmish. Looks interesting. It was fun. I talked to Mike last year about it, and he was very excited about it. So it looks like yet another game to bring into the shop. So yeah, a lot going on. Let's see. Christmas is coming up. Yeah, wow, it's already the 5th, so 20 days till Christmas. Time is flying. So yeah. What else? Yeah, I mean, it's good to see the shop full. Starting Wednesday nights, Thursday nights. Last night was. Fridays are picking back up. They were a little slow, but they're picking back up. Saturdays are been great. Looking at probably after the first year, try to get try to get a group of board gamers on Sundays. Had a lot of new people, a lot of interest in board gaming again. So they try to get that going again. I had a great group. Was it last? Oh, 2 summers ago. Thursday night playing board games. So, well, I got a lot of stuff to do. Um, put together a printer. Once again, the bamboos are easy. They're 30 minutes. Of course, I put several together, but pretty easy to do. So I need to rearrange stuff to make room for it. Then get a print started up on everything again. I've got some trencher models. Trencher. Too many games. Trench Crusade models I want to try to print for myself today. And then I've got Marcher. I got to finish up Cody's Russians, and then Mike's got me some stuff in the queue to print. So hopefully get all that done over the weekend. I'll be back here all day today, and we'll be back tomorrow. Need to watch some football games, but we'll do that here in the shop. So if you want to play games and watch football, come out tomorrow. So, well, I'm going to run. Like I said, I've got things to do. I need to give Kurt a call. I promised him a call after lunch. Talk about stuff. Yeah, so with that, I'm going to call it here. And you guys have a great weekend.